Hello everyone and welcome to another Warcraft 3 pastcast. Today we're going to take a look at a 2-on-2 for the first time in 20 pastcast episodes. And this one was played in the Wc3 in February of 2006 as part of a clan war between World Elite and Meteor Makers, or TMH, Team Mim Hanbit back then. And it's going to be a true Night Elf extravaganza here, as all four players are choosing the same race to start this match with, and of course to entirely play this match with. And it is in yellow Team World Elite, the two natural Night Elves who are spawning in the bottom of Twisted Meadows. SoJu in the bottom left spawn position, ReMinD in the bottom right spawn position, and they are mixing up, changing their races are the players on the top, the representatives of Team Meteor Makers, the usual undead players, Susiria in the top right spawn position and Lucifer in the top left spawn position. So all four players starting with an early altar here. No one's going for a tavern hero. Nothing is happening in the 3 out of the 4 bases, except for the bottom right here, where Susiria is building an aggressive Ancient of War right in the beginning, and ReMinD, as you can see, is pretty quickly reacting to it. He's gonna have his Ancient of War finished slightly later than Susiria, and with that one, Susiria that is, or Team Meteor Makers, is definitely gonna wanna waste as much of ReMinD's time as possible. Altars have finished here. Demon Hunter for both the players of Team World Elite, Demon Hunter for Lucifer, and Demon Hunter for Susiria. So 4 Demon Hunters here, Sweet and Check. They are probably aware of it already as well. And yeah, so we're having 4 Night Elves, 4 Demon Hunters, and 2 Ancients of War that are about to finish. So it's about 160 lumber time for everyone right now. Let's take a quick look at the bases. We do see Huntress build here by SoJu. We do see Hunter's Hall and Ancient of War by Lucifer. We do not see anything else by Susiria yet. Of course, he and ReMinD have both spent some lumber earlier on already on their first Ancient of War. The tree here is eating, or the Ancient of War here is eating a couple of trees. ReMinD is there to deal a bit of damage, but I'm not really sure if he's gonna want to take too much damage on his Demon Hunter yet, as he doesn't have all too much moon juice remaining. SoJu is heading up towards Lucifer's base, where there's a second Ancient of War coming already. In the meantime, both the Demon Hunters of Team Meteor Makers, as we can see on the minimap, are heading towards the bottom here to aid the Ancient of War in harassing ReMinD. And ReMinD is gonna have, yeah, quite some trouble to deal with here. In the meantime, SoJu is going to be able to prevent the second Ancient of War from coming up forever, basically, as there's no defense in Lucifer's base. The first move had to be cancelled here already, and Lucifer is already going for the second one. So ReMinD, despite having his second Ancient of War up in just a second, as well as his Hunter's Hall, he's not going to be able to produce here anytime soon, and it's going to be a long time until he's going to be able to get a Moonwell up. The Demon Hunter of Lucifer has taken quite a bit of damage already, though. He's running away now. There's no mana for mana burn anymore on ReMinD's Demon Hunter, so the Ancient of War has to deal the last hit here. No XP for ReMinD, but at least he's gotten rid of this Demon Hunter for the time being. Another Moonwell attempt has been cancelled here. Both the Demon Hunters here are running pretty low on HP, but actually it is ReMinD's Demon Hunter who's going down. So Susiria is surviving here. Somehow ReMinD was able to produce the first Hunters here already, because he's lost so many Wisps. Apparently he's at 20 out of 20 supply here, which contains a hero and a Huntress already. In the meantime, the harassment here of SoJu continues. Lucifer is building his Ancient of War outside of his base, though, hiding it. And the Ancient of War of Susiria is still alive here inside the main base of ReMinD. Susiria is up to double Ancient of War Huntress production. SoJu is up to double Ancient of War Huntress production. So all 4 players are basically ready to get going with their Huntress production, except for ReMinD, who is yeah, lacking a little bit with the second Ancient of War, but then again, this one has just finished already as well. So yeah, Lucifer's taking a bit of damage as well. So far, nothing seems to be decided. The first bunch of hunts are out for SoJu, for Susiria, and for Lucifer as well. I think ReMinD's got 1 hunt out in... No, I think 2 hunts out already, and finally the Agent of War of Susiria is gonna fall, but he is here already to continue applying pressure. So it looks like Team Meteor Makers really don't want to give any space to their opponents here in the beginning. You want to follow this pressure up with more pressure, quite obviously, and now the ally of Susiria, Lucifer, is also coming in, and they're going straight for the Demon Hunter of ReMinD, and he's in trouble again. There are two Moonwars with full moon shoots in the back of his base though, but at the same time the Hunts, or one of them at least, taking quite significant damage as well, and the Demon Hunter did use all of the moon shoots. In the meantime, the Demon Hunter of Susiria is in some trouble. He still has a TP, but do you want to use it on level 1? No, and it looks like he's not going to be forced to do so. Susiria is pulling his Hunts back as well. Lucifer is taking a lot of damage here too, and it looks like Meteor Makers is going to have a pretty difficult time keeping the pressure up, at least for the time being, and therefore they're going to have to fall back. And perhaps after using their moon shoes, I mean, ReMinD just got rid of all of his, they can try to apply some more pressure, but not for the moment. There's going to be a tiny bit of breathing space for Team World Elite, and it looks like they're going to want to go ahead and creep the natural immediately with only the Hunts of SoJu, and there's a Wisp of SoJu coming in immediately. Claws +9 here for the Demon Hunter, certainly not going to hurt, but as this is a 2-on-2 with a lot of units, I think the Demon Hunter's damage output isn't going to impact the fight nearly as much as it would on in a one-on-one. And we do see the very quick expansion here by SoJu, quite greedily, potentially you know, making Team World Elite vulnerable to more pressure, which is apparently exactly what's going to happen. Susiria is marching into the back of ReMinD's base here with his Huntresses, and he's going straight for the Tree of Life. Of course, repairing that one is quite a difficult task against the Bouncing Glaives, and therefore the Town Portal is coming in. Is it ReMinD? Yes, it is ReMinD who is Town Portaling in here and who's defending his own base. Therefore his Demon Hunter is still level 1. He didn't get to finish this one's a round attempt on SoJu's Demon Hunter by Lucifer, and he gets it, and this one is gonna have to Town Portal here. I don't see a way out for him. On top of that, Susiria is coming in from the right hand side as well. Lucifer's Demon Hunter is gonna survive here quite clearly, so one Town Portal gone, which is a little success for Team Meteor Makers, but of course if they end up losing a fight, then that's not gonna matter at all. But then again, if they end up winning a fight, then the lack of a Town Portal in the future on the side of SoJu could definitely cost Team World Elite, who are finishing the Null Overseer here, actually giving the XP to SoJu's Demon Hunter here. So ReMinD still only level 1.5. Demon Hunter of Susiria is staffing in here. Both Susirias and Lucifer's Demon Hunter are here in another surround on one of the heroes of Team World Elite, and ReMinD did use his TP earlier on to defend here against the aggression of I think it was Susiria, and therefore he didn't have one anymore. And yeah, now this really starts paying off for Team Meteor Makers, who aren't wasting any time continuing to creep the Goblin Merchant here immediately. Of course, in these huge Huntress versus Huntress battles, scrolls are insanely valuable. There's no XP tome, but there's a Flute of Accuracy for Team Meteor Makers, and that is by far the best item they could have hoped for. A free +2 bonus damage on all of the hunts of Team Meteor Makers, who by the way both have the 1-0 upgrade already. In the meantime, no upgrade for ReMinD yet, and for SoJu it is 1-1, which has finished already. Expansion is going to soon start running. 1 Ancient Protector here, 2 Ancient Protectors here, 1 here, 1 here. So everyone's building a little bit of base defense. Another surround here by Lucifer onto one of the Huntresses of SoJu, which grants him level 2 on his Demon Hunter. SoJu is coming in from the left hand side, and Lucifer's gonna have to stall his opponent for a little bit until Susiria is coming in from the right hand side as well. Look at this number of Huntresses here. It is finally time to fight the Demon Hunter. He should definitely stand in the middle as he's got the True Shot aura, and as everything wants to benefit from that. Scroll of Protection used by SoJu already, Scroll of Protection used by Lucifer right now as well. The first Huntresses of ReMinD and SoJu here on the top are in trouble already. The Demon Hunter of both players of Meteor Maker is taking some damage, but at the same time, ReMinD is gonna lose his Demon Hunter, still only level 1. This one is gonna have to Town Portal. No, he doesn't, and he's losing the Demon Hunter with the True Shot Aura, which is a huge, which is gonna result into a huge lack of damage output, at least compared what they potentially had. But at the same time, look at how much damage Team World Elite's Hunts have taken already, and there is no healing available. All the Moonwells are empty, and this could turn out to be horrible already for ReMinD's Huntresses, especially, which are the one on the left hand side here. The Demon Hunter is staffing in. He used the heal scroll, if I saw it correctly, but he didn't hit any of these Huntresses on the top end. Look at how much XP Susiria is getting all of a sudden. Of course, there's only the one Demon Hunter remaining on the side of Team Meteor Makers. I mean, so is it for Team World Elite, but the Demon Hunter of ReMinD is already back, and he's gonna be, trying to help out with his level 1, but I'm not really sure how much he's going to be able to accomplish here. Then again, at the same time, Meteor Makers have been diving into these Ancients of War, to the main, into the Ancient Protector quite a bit, and they've lost a lot as well. Level 5 already on the Demon Hunter of Susiria. ReMinD, as we can see, has just reached level 2, so at the moment both of the teams do have one very high level Demon Hunter. It is SoJu's Demon Hunter. Where is he? Here, who's level 4.5, who's had a big XP lead compared to who is it? Susiria's Demon Hunter. Yeah, Susiria is the one who's on level 5 before this fight, thanks to creeping the natural expansion, thanks to getting all the XP for this Gnoll Overseer. But as we see right now, Susiria has clearly surpassed him in terms of XP, and the other two heroes, I mean, ReMinD is barely over level 2 and Lucifer is level 2.5. But at the moment, it is Team Meteor Makers who is on the retreat. They've fought greatly here, but now that everything is slow, they do have one more heal scroll. Do they want to continue applying pressure immediately? Heal scroll is being used, and yeah, all of a sudden the army isn't looking all too terrible. I think the expansion, though, has still not been scouted. The Demon Hunter of SoJu has kept the claws +9, so they at least should know that it's been crapped. And third Ancient of War is being added here, and he's producing, SoJu to this, is producing archers out of 2 Ancients of War, soon 3 Ancients of War. I mean, with the expansion, he can obviously afford that. One heal scroll board, one protection scroll board. He's got a staff in the meantime as well to get out of those surrounds. There's a staff on the Demon Hunter of Susiria too. Lucifer is battling it out on the right hand side. With ReMinD, he's getting another surround. He's very safe on those surrounds. With the Hunts, he's got the dust as well. So another free kill and another surround by Team Meteor Makers. This time it's Susiria surrounding ReMinD's Demon Hunter. He's using the Invul Potion, and Susiria is holding position though, and there is no dust on Team World Elite, so this Demon Hunter is doomed, and he's falling for the 3rd time if I count it correctly. And again, it is SoJu who's got the last Demon Hunter standing for Team World Elite. At the same time, a ton of archers are out already, but the Hunts of ReMinD are not there to protect them, and therefore there's a lot of free attack surface for the Hunts of both Susiria and Lucifer to charge forward against these archers, which are now being pulled back. Even immolation used by the Demon Hunter of Lucifer, and another surround onto SoJu. He's using the Staff of Teleportation immediately, though doesn't want to take any damage here for free. But again, it is Team Meteor Makers who seems to be getting the way better trade in this fight. A lot of Hunts are low HP again. All the scrolls have been used by both of the teams, and yeah, with the entire army basically being low HP, it is once again Meteor Makers who is falling back after a great fight. Look at the Demon Hunter's XP here, but let's take a look at this Demon Hunter who has been basically getting all the XP in this fight again, since ReMinD has lost his Demon Hunter quite quickly. And both of them are level 5.5 already, and it looks like now Meteor Makers is going to creep their expansion as well. The Demon Hunter of Lucifer finally at least confirms the expansion of SoJu, but then again, I guess at least the 3rd Ancient of War definitely showed that there has to be an expansion already. SoJu finding Lucifer here, doing a mana burn, but yeah, he doesn't have boots, but there's no way in hell that the Demon Hunter of SoJu has enough damage output to seriously put this Demon Hunter of Lucifer in any trouble. So SoJu is going full on archer production here. ReMinD is going still full on Hunt's production as far as I can tell. Yeah, so they're gonna have to stick together and be in a great position to fight. The Hunts are gonna have to block for these archers. The archers are gonna provide sick damage output against the Hunts of their opponent's army, who are now in the form of Lucifer, also starting to add archers. So way fewer archers here for Team Meteor Makers, way more hunts though. Look at this number of hunts compared to these. It is, we can quickly compare, 58 supply for Susiria, 58 for Lucifer. So 114 for Team Meteor Makers against 57 and 48. So only ReMinD is lacking here, and ReMinD is the one providing the blocker line for Team World Elite. So these archers are in a great position, but there aren't too many hunts to block off. So are the hunts of Team Meteor Makers able to break through here quickly enough? And at the same time, who is going to reach level 6 here first? Both of the Demon Hunters are getting pretty close. Susiria's and SoJu's Demon Hunter that is, and it is Lucifer who's getting the first level up here, but Susiria is the second one, and he does have the mana to use Metamorphosis. The mana burn from SoJu is coming too late. He's also reaching level 6 right now. There's still a couple of hunts standing strong. The archers are still dealing damage. Now the ultimate is coming in as well by SoJu, and it is Lucifer is gonna have to fall back out of this fight. Susiria for some reason added Glaive Thrower here, one lonely Glaive Thrower, and now the Demon Hunter of Susiria is finally able to deal some damage against these archers. Level 5 on the Demon Hunter of ReMinD as well. And who's gonna win this fight? It still seems to be pretty close, but there's only a few archers left standing for Team Meteor Makers. The Demon Hunter gets burned once again. The Demon Hunter of SoJu had to fall back though, since he's taken quite a bit of damage already before even using the ultimate. And despite having the level 6 Demon Hunter more quickly, it looks like Team Meteor Makers is not going to be able to break this expansion here. There's basically only the Demon Hunter of Susiria left in this fight against the Demon Hunter, the Metamorphosis Demon Hunter of SoJu, the level 4 Demon Hunter of ReMinD, a bunch of hunts, a bunch of archers. He's getting a few kills before using the Staff of Teleportation to get out of here with about 260 HP remaining. So what a... I mean, look at it. Do I even need to comment on this graveyard here? Which, yeah... I mean, let's look at the supply quickly. We've had about 114 supply against like 105 before the fight started. Now it's Susiria at 34, Lucifer at 28 against SoJu at 36, who can of course continue producing a lot of archers here very quickly, and ReMinD at 35. So it is Team World Elite who is now in a slightly superior position in terms of army size. Both of the teams do have one Metamorphosis Demon Hunter. They are clashing right here, right now. ReMinD still level 4.5. Lucifer is creeping here. He's getting closer to level 5. He's getting a close attack +9 here as well. And now Lucifer is full on producing hunts as well. And the Demon Hunters here actually getting quite close to dying. Both of them using an Invo Potion. There is a TP for Susiria. There is no TP for SoJu, but he's able to block himself out with one of the hunts of ReMinD, and he is able to escape here and forcing Susiria back. The one hunt is going to fall here. Demon Hunter of SoJu, as he's taking so much damage, is staffing home immediately. He's going to be able to use a bit of Moonshoes. Yeah, this one should be enough to get basically back to full health. Yes, it is. And Lucifer, after having crapped this, look at the reveal timing by Team World Elite. They know exactly what's happening. They know exactly that Team Meteor Makers is feeling the expansion that they're up against by now. The orange camp is gonna go to Team Meteor Makers here. It looks like if this Demon Hunter is going away, it doesn't dare to, and perhaps rightfully so, as a huge load of archers of SoJu is coming in from the bottom. Team Meteor Makers even splitting their armies here. It looks like this expansion is not going to come up, and this is quite a big army to deal with, but still not all too many hunts to block. So these archers of course can also fall quite quickly. Demon Hunter of Lucifer is taking a lot of damage here to begin with. 2 heal scrolls by the way on SoJu. ReMinD does have 1 heal scroll, 1 Invo Potion. This Demon Hunter is in a bit of trouble. The archer here, nicely done by Lucifer, blocking away the Demon Hunter of SoJu, but there's nothing left to heal basically, and there's no way in hell. Where is Susiria running here? There's no way in hell that Lucifer can hold his base all by himself against both the armies of Team World Elite. Now he's town portaling away from his base, so he's town portaling to Susiria's base, and it looks like they're willing to give up this expansion here, but at the same time it is Susiria who's heading down towards the bottom left right now to the expansion of Team World Elite. He's picking up an Invo Potion, perhaps another scroll. Yeah, waiting perhaps for the cooldown to finish, and yeah, they're counter-attacking, and there is no town portal on either of the players of Team World Elite, and they're running down right now, but this expansion is probably going to fall. I mean, the Demon Hunter of Susiria is going to be there first. In the meantime, Lucifer did creep up to level 5 with his green camp. He's going to stay the hell away from World Elite's armies. The Demon Hunter of ReMinD is now stepping back, but against the bouncing glaives, and especially with the True Shot aura here, there's no way that the repair power is enough to deal with these Huntresses here. There are 2 Wisps only remaining, and this Tree of Life is definitely going to fall. Town Portal used by Susiria, and for the time being, it is equal in terms of income. And just quickly looking at it, there's only 600 gold remaining in all of the main mines, so these are going to run out in about a minute. In the meantime, a new expansion is being built here, as well as an Ancient Protector immediately by SoJu. We do have army-wise still, look at these, this number of archers here. It's 67 supply for SoJu, 48 supply hunts by ReMinD against Susiria's 43 supply hunts only, and Lucifer's 59 supply archers, which aren't looking all too healthy. And it looks like Team World Elite is gonna go ahead and go for the push against this main right now, which has a lot of Moonshoes in it again. Though Demon Hunters are marching forward, and they're actually able, Team Meteor Max is actually able to exchange mana burns here with the level 5 Demon Hunter against the level 6 Demon Hunter, and he doesn't have the mana for the ultimate, and Susiria is using his ultimate super early, and another mana burn is coming in. SoJu does not have Metamorphosis available in this fight. The Demon Hunter of ReMinD is looking quite stupid there in the back row behind these archers, which are also blocking themselves a little bit. Lucifer's archers in return though are in a perfect position now. ReMinD charging forward with the immolation. Both of the Demon Hunters, actually all the Demon Hunters except for the one of Lucifer, are taking a lot of damage here. Susiria is still having the Invo Potion. SoJu is using a heal scroll, staffing out with the Demon Hunter, but he's not getting it. Level 8 and 6 on the Demon Hunters of Team Meteor Makers, but the level 6 Demon Hunter of Lucifer is also going to be taken down, and ReMinD's Demon Hunter is only a little bit away from level 6, but he's falling, and it is Susiria who's the last man standing with his Demon Hunter. And look at the army of Team World Elite, it's gone. There's a couple of low HP archers, and it looks like SoJu and ReMinD are calling the GG here in this quite unique 2-on-2. Meteor Makers was definitely lucky to get the end fight in the way it happened. The beginning was just perfect for them, where Lucifer was able to trade mana burns with SoJu's Demon Hunter, which was a huge mistake because both of them were sort of low on mana afterwards. But what does Lucifer care? His Demon Hunter was on level 5 only anyway, but SoJu didn't have the mana to use Metamorphosis. On top of that, the archers of SoJu were kind of not in a position where all of them were able to attack, whereas Lucifer's archer were in a perfect Lucifer's archers, excuse me, were in a perfect position and were able to deal basically the full amount of damage. Of course, the True Shot aura in a fight like this, where it was like 120 supply on both sides, made a huge, or yeah, did a huge impact as well on the outcome of the fight. In the end, it was superior positioning, Metamorphosis against no Metamorphosis. I didn't count the scrolls, unfortunately. And the Moonshoes and the base defense that was also available for Team Meteor Makers that made them win this fight in the end, despite the about 4,000 gold that Team World Elite had additionally compared to Team Meteor Makers. So yeah, we've had another 2-on-2 here. I think once in a while for a change, it's nice to slip those in. I hope you enjoyed it. I think it's definitely a game worth seeing, and I hope you'll give it a thumbs up and you'll subscribe if you haven't done so previously, and you leave a comment, and I'll see you for the next videos. Bye.